The human brain is an incredible system that allows us speak, think critically, and dream. While everyone possesses this ability, some people see the world in a profoundly different way. Consider Einstein, the mind behind the theories that explains the universe. Yet, when it comes to inventions that shape our everyday lives, one name stands out above all others: Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a unique genius. Unfortunately, many people today only associate the name Tesla with the cars, and their understanding of his true contribution is often superficial. Tesla's brilliance deserved to be recognized. He transformed the world with his invention, making life easier and more efficient. Let's dive deeper and truly appreciate the remarkable mind Nikola Tesla. Let's take a look at who Nikola Tesla is and what way he has changed the world we live in today. I want to talk about the Nikola Tesla from the different perspective. Being a genius and brilliant scientist comes with a significant cost. As you watch this video, you will think that, wow, Nikola went through so many things and faced many struggles. By the end of this video, you might not even want the extremely intelligent person or a genius scientist anymore. Shall we begin? Let's get started. Of course, we're gonna start from the childhood. Tesla originally Serbian, and he was born 1856 in a small village in Croatia. When Nikola Tesla was born, there was a very severe storm with the lightning and thunders. The midwife, who was superstitious, saw this as a bad omen and said he would have a dark fate. His mother, however, said, "No, don't say that. My child will be a child of light." Later, it was very sad to see that both would be right. Okay, let's go to the childhood years. We understand that Tesla would be a very different child. He was the fourth of the 5 children of the priest father and housewife mother. In the early years of his childhood, he began to show the sign of superior intelligence. At the age of 5, he lost his brother in a tragic accident. The family to think that Nikola caused the accident. From that day on, he was blamed by his mother and was not approved even when he succeeded. This early trauma made him feel unloved and insecure. Many psychological events he experienced began to manifest at this time. His first known condition was hypersensitivity, defined by his ability to hear the ticking of the clock from the several rooms away, perceive the buzzing of a fly at high frequency, and make three-dimensional analysis of objects just by observing them. He was never successful in social relationships at any point in his life. He had a constant habit of repetition in his movements. He was obsessed with the numbers 3 and multiples of 3. He was obsessed with cleanliness and felt compelled to count his steps while walking. He calculated the volume of food he ate each meal. He couldn't touch anyone's hairs and was extremely sensitive to germs. This indicates that Nikola Tesla had obsessive-compulsive disorder. Tesla also said he talked an invisible people and had difficulty sleeping because of the voice in his head. He was a child with OCD, suffering from hypersensitivity, and also struggling with onset schizophrenia. He couldn't overcome the trauma of his brother's death. Therefore, he said he grew up with a lack of self-confidence. In high school, he could do integral calculation in his head. He was extraordinary that his teachers thought he was cheating. On the other hand, he had photographic memory. Tesla had an extraordinary ability to remember every detail of any machine he saw. This gift allowed him to finish the high school far ahead of his peers. However, at 17, he faced life-threatening challenge when he contracted cholera, a deadly disease at this time. He spent 9 months bedridden and dangerously close to death. During this time, he saw an opportunity and asked his father, "If you let me to study engineering, I might survive." His father, who hoped Tesla would become priest or a soldier, agreed his request because he was thinking it was his last wish. Remarkably, Tesla recovered swiftly, and his father kept his promise, allowing him to pursue engineering at university. This decision set the stage for remarkable transformation in history. Okay, so let's come to the university life. He was the best student, as you guess, at the university. He was able to speak 8 languages. It is said that Tesla spent most of his day working. Because of this, one of his professors wrote to Tesla's father saying, if he works this much, he might lose his life. However, things went wrong in his second year. Tesla lost his scholarship due to the gambling addiction. In his third year, he lost all his allowance and scholarship to gambling. At one point, he won more than he had lost and sent money to his family. Unfortunately, his addiction ended his university life. In his final year, Tesla avoided telling his family he had dropped out. He cut off all the relation with his family and friends. He never spoke his loved ones again, and they thought he was dead. During this time, the world was on the verge of the major change. The electric revolution was about to begin. Electricity was set to transform everything. Thomas Edison and his partners saw this and wanted to benefit from it. They did all they could to introduce this new technology. Of course, they aimed to make big profit too. They developed the direct current system to power cities and homes. They installed underground cables to carry electricity. Today, we know this system was not very efficient. It needed the large infrastructure and expensive transformers at regular intervals. This system was costly and dangerous due to high voltage transmissions. But since it was the only option, Edison pushed for it, hoping to profit greatly. In 1885, Nikola Tesla came forward with a better idea. He believed the alternating current was more efficient, safe, and practical. He shared his ideas with Edison. Edison refused to listen. Edison was convinced the direct current was the only way, only option. Then Tesla met the George Westinghouse, who believed in alternating current. They teamed up to develop the alternating current system. Tesla's ideas was groundbreaking and promising brighter future. They started building the alternating current system. This sparked the famous war of current between the Tesla and Edison, a battle between the alternating current and the direct current that would shape the future of electricity. End of this war, Tesla's alternating current system won. And this was a huge victory for Tesla and his system, showcasing the practical, reliable application of alternating current power to millions of visitors. And we are still using this alternating current system in our electricity. The success of this event solidified the feature of alternating current as the dominant electrical system. Tesla spent 50 years trying to communicate with Mars. He believed Mars had intelligent beings and civilization as seen through the telescope. This idea of Martians was common during Tesla's time. The novel To Mars with Tesla shows his intention to talk to Mars. In 1898, Tesla contributed to space exploration by inventing his first wireless robot, demonstrated in Madison Square Garden. This was the first radio-guided robot. Tesla invented the remote control, which is vital for guiding satellites and spacecrafts. In 1899, he discovered the cosmic radio waves in his Colorado Springs lab. These waves are crucial for studying planetary matter and the composition of stars and planets. Today, many countries like United States, Russia, and Japan have installations analyzing these waves. Tesla was one of the first scientists to use ionosphere for scientific purposes. The ionosphere is essential for global radio communications. The HARP project is based on Tesla's principle. Despite his genius and numerous contributions to science and technology, Tesla's later years were marked by financial difficulties. Many of his ideas were ahead of their time. He struggled to find the financial backing for his more ambitious projects. He spent his final years living in New York City, often working on a new invention but with limited sources. He passed away in 1943, largely forgotten by the public. After Tesla's death, his scientific papers mysteriously vanished. The United States government seized them, sparking the countless conspiracy theories. Some say these papers held secrets to incredible invention or even classified information. Tesla's life was more than a serious scientific achievement. It was a journey filled with unanswered questions and fascinating mysteries waiting to be explored. I want to finish with Nikola Tesla's quote: "It doesn't matter if they steal my ideas. What matters is that they don't have their own." Nikola was an incredible ideas have truly shaped the world we live in today, making it a better place. Nikola Tesla is more than just a brilliant scientist. He was a man who didn't care about making money. He wanted to give everything he knew to benefit humanity. Despite his amazing inventions, many patents, Tesla's life took a sudden turn. He was largely forgotten while still alive. After he passed away, he left behind not only his work on things like radio, fluorescent light, radars, alternating current motors, lasers, and robotics, but also some unanswered questions, including his search on an earthquake machines. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.